Come on in, pull up a chair, and take a load off, because today I'm going to review and page through the Southlands Player's Guide from Kobold Press. Is this essential for players looking to take their 5e adventuring into the Southlands? Or could you easily take a pass on this player-facing volume, even if you're playing within the Southlands? Well, you're going to find out right after this. Howdy, 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 gang. Welcome once again to the Duct Tape Studios. I'm Jeff McAleer, your host here at the Gaming Gang channel. As I mentioned in the open, today I am going to review and page through the Southlands Player's Guide from Kobold Press. It's written by Richard Green, Greg Marks, Ben McFarlane, Sean Merwin, Kelly Pollock, and Brian Suskind, with artwork provided by Brian Syme and William O'Brien. The 80-page softcover carries an MSRP of $19.99, or you can grab just the PDF alone over at DriveThruRPG for $15.99. I will point out I'm kind of surprised with that pricing over at DriveThruRPG, seeing that the physical book itself is $19.99. The pricing over at DriveThru is a bit high, but I double-checked. That is the price of the PDF. All right, that said, let's swing on over to the other camera, because here I've got the Southlands Player's Guide. A few things I want to mention before we dive on in. First off, the fine folks over at Kobold Press were kind enough to provide me with this review copy, but neither I nor anyone else affiliated with Gaming Gang has received any other sort of compensation for me to share this review with you. These days, it's important that you know that. I'm also going to stay picture-in-picture up here, as I always do. So that means I'm going to be cutting off a little bit of the upper left portion of the book as we take a peek through. We're not going to look at each and every page, but I do want to give you a good feel for what you're going to find within this player's guide, as well as share some thoughts about it as well. I would normally read the back of the book, but it just kind of discusses what's in here, and we're going to take a look at that right now. So let's dive in. First thing I do want to mention, as I've come to expect from Kobold Press, production quality is very nice. Page stock, really, really well done here. Artwork, solid and uniform throughout, although some of the artwork does reappear from some of the other Southlands titles that are out there. Keep in mind, this is for 5e. In the past, Kobold Press put together Southlands releases for Pathfinder First Edition, but this is relatively recent. This came out back in 2021. So we're going to start off with a variety of different races that are available to your players to create characters with. Now, we've got the cat folk, we've got minotaurs, we've got gnolls, we've got the Djinborn. We've got quite a few for them to check out. And one of the things I really like about the player's guide is that we get a good amount of information about these races, about their cultures, what makes them unique. Well, we've started to see with Wizards of the Coast, with their releases, when they have new races, they maybe include half a page of info, possibly a full page. Thankfully, we're getting a bit more than that with some of these races. Not all of them, but some of them. Like the cat folk, we get a few pages of information about. Kind of taking a peek through here. I will mention, if your players have really no interest in playing characters from these races, there's really not much reason to have this book, because some of the information within is a bit redundant from what we've already seen in the Southlands World Book, which I really liked. And this is all pretty much player-facing information. So if your player characters just want to stick to, the usual classes, the usual races, they don't want to, play as lizard people or gnolls or Jinborn or catfolk, this probably isn't going to be an essential volume that a game master is going to want to add to their collection. But there is a lot of player-facing options in this book. We've got new backgrounds. We have new archetypes. We get and it's for all classes too, which is very, very nice. So we've got the martial classes. We've got arcane magic users, divine magic users. Everybody gets a little bit of time to shine, I guess I will say. We have new gear. We have new spells as well. Just kind of give you an idea of what's contained within. We get a couple of new magics. We get hieroglyphic magic as well as lotus blossom magic. There isn't a ton of detail about it. Just 2-3 pages overall. We get a few pages of new adventuring gear. We get a handful of new spells. And that is essentially what we're going to find in the Southlands Player's Guide. I know, pretty quick video, but that is, in essence, what we find in the Player's Guide itself. Let's swing on over to the other camera. I'm going to provide some final thoughts as well as a review score. So the big thing is, if your players have no interest in these races, I got to be honest, I don't really see a big demand to pick this up. Now, of course, if you're a completist or you're one of these game masters where you want more information about these various different cultures and races because of your NPCs you're going to be utilizing, then you might want to grab this. Of course, if your players are interested in these cultures and races, then you really do want to add it to your collection because there is a lot of unique content within to really make very interesting player characters for you to adventure into the Southlands. But as far as it being a critical volume for a game master to pick up, no, I don't see that at all. What is in here is good, though. So it does get my recommendation. I just don't think it's all that essential for people to pick up if they don't want to play these races. So on a scale of 0 to 10, I give the Southlands Player's Guide a 7 out of 10. I think it's good. I just don't think it's critical to add to your collection. All right, that is it for this time out. If you like this video, by all means, please give it a quick thumbs up. Subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel if you haven't already. And if you do subscribe, ding that bell. It will not only let you know when I upload videos such as this quick review, it'll also let you know when my live stream, the Gaming Gang Dispatch, streams right here on YouTube on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Central. And of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for all latest in tabletop gaming news, reviews, and a whole lot more that you won't find on the YouTube channel. You know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy life to watch this video. And until I see you next time, here's hoping each and every one of you gets to enjoy plenty of great gaming with your gang. Oh, hey, you're still here. That's okay. You don't have to leave just yet. In fact, why don't you subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel right here, or take a peek at the latest live stream or even find out what YouTube recommends you check out from the channel. And of course, I'm Jeff McAleer. Thanks again for watching.